Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I got something in the mail today. Actually got it, was supposed to get it yesterday. I don't know if you can tell by the packaging or not. It is coming from Cyprus. I've been waiting this for a long time. It's funny because they tried to deliver yesterday, but they wanted somebody to sign for it, and I never have to have somebody sign for any of my decks. So I thought it was weird, and I looked it up, and they had said that it left New York yesterday, and I'm like, I'm several hundreds, maybe if not a couple thousand miles away from New York. So I'm like, how did it come from New York and try to deliver to my house the same day? That's crazy, but I guess they just hadn't updated anything. But it tried to deliver yesterday. I went and picked it up this morning at the post office, and it is the, can't tell, and I don't have any scissors out here. Oh my god. I did open the package to make sure that's what it was. This is the, oh my god, I can't even think. Let me get this open here. I could almost slide the box out. It was a Kickstarter, and I've been dying for this because I think the Kickstarter ended in October or November of last year. And I feel like this is a world renowned deck because it's been all over and it's being created. The creators were in the Ukraine when it was supposed to come out in March. Be mailed in March. War broke out in Ukraine, so they relocated. Finally. And it is the Tarot of Japanese Poetry deck and guidebook, and it's got plastic on it. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can rip it open. I did get it open, the plastic open. But anyway, I backed it on Kickstarter because it's haiku poetry, and as a writer, I'm like, I have to have this. Plus, for some reason, I'm always, and that box feels so silky and beautiful. There are 87 cards, but I've always been some reason, I've always been attracted to Japanese artwork. And this deck I've seen one walkthrough. And they've been sending the decks out for the last couple months now. I'm like the last on the totem pole at the end. And I have not seen any walkthroughs. I'm like, why? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. But it is gorgeous. And they were originally going to take it to, I think, China after they were able to get out of Ukraine, and create it, and then it wound up being made in Cyprus, which is, I think, near Turkey. So I feel like this deck has been everywhere before it got to me, and I kind of like that. There is kind of a little tiny dent here, but you can't even really tell. But it opens up like this, and then look how beautiful. Beautiful. It says on the back, Tarot Japanese Poetry Deck and Guidebook. Haiku is a form of Japanese poetry that enjoys immense popularity in Japan and internationally. Its brevity evokes a delightful simplicity at the same time. Its mesmerizing content imparts the level of sophistication that captures the attention of poetry lovers, literary scholars, and other cultivated persons. The economy and words that characterizes haiku are largely Japanese poetry, combined with the depths of its meaning and its evocative power, offers inspiring opportunities for utilization in the tarot universe. I like that, the tarot universe. Like the Marvel universe or the DC comic universe. Now we have the tarot universe. I like that. Based on artifacts of this mesmerizing poetic tradition, we've created an enthralled tarot deck of 87 cards, whereby every single poem corresponds to a beautifully crafted painting or card. And this was made by Deluxe Cards. It's the publishing company. And it's stunning. And that feels like a nice matte. It's nice. But it's got like maybe a silky gloss over the matte. There's a nice little book that comes with it, and the book is full page color. You got the haiku poem, and then like just a few keywords, I think. Yeah, keywords at the bottom. Let's look through here. Oh, just look at that. It's gorgeous. We got the introduction, a brief history of haiku poetry, the deck and structure of cards, and then we have this little calendar here that actually breaks it down. And I just let my dog out, the one that likes to bark all the time. Instead of pentacles, cups, swords, and wands, we now have autumn for pentacles, spring for cups, winter for swords, and summer for wands. So it's the 4 seasons. And then we also have an additional court card. So we have a knave, knight, princess, queen, and king. So there's 5 courts. So that's interesting. And then there's a day before. So there's a card before the ace. So we have the day before autumn, and then we have the ace of autumn, and then we have day before spring, and then the ace of spring, day before winter, and then the ace of winter, and then the day before summer, and then the ace of winter. And then there's also, from the walkthrough I've seen, an additional 10 of swords, or 10 of winter. And then we have the majors, and it's simple, just and the minors are the same. I don't see any spreads in here. There's something at the very end, a note for using the Tarot of Japanese Poetry. The conception of the Tarot of Japanese Poetry began by drawing a connection between Japanese poems and traditional tarot meanings. We started matching individual poems with specific meanings, adjusting occasionally the former to maintain a connection with the latter. As this process was underway, we commissioned the painter Vika Yakimenko to create paintings based on the content of the chosen poems. Thus, a good way to approach this deck is to imagine a triangular relationship, and it's got it here, formed by the poem, the painting, and the traditional tarot card meaning. See below. Say it. To reflect the aforementioned conceptual process, the formed triangle emphasizes 2 of its 3 sides, thus correlating painting and poetry and conventional tarot meaning. So that's pretty cool. That they had the painting to create based on the poem. They created a painting based on the poetry, and then linked that up with tarot. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get a drink. This is 95 degrees out here. It's a hot one today. And it's after 7. The sun is going down, thankfully. So it's starting to cool down, but it was over 100 degrees today. Crazy. Alright, let's get this open. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's super thick because there's 9 more cards than normal. But I've been waiting for this. Like I said, I think they changed the date they were sending them by 3 times. I mean, like, I'm just been chomping at the bit. And it's just like, there's an extra card here. Look at these backs. Just stunning. Stunning imagery. Every bit of this deck is stunning. Just stunning. It's not edged or anything, but I tend to not edge any of my indie decks, so I think I've got one that's an exception. It reminds me of the it's kind of like a matte, it's a US game style feeling to the card. I can see the back of the card, but I can't remember the name of it. It reminds me of the Tarot of the Abyss, actually. Cardstock without the silky feeling. It's the best I can describe it. But it's the same kind of cardstock. But it's beautiful bags. So, okay, now we have the Fool. And I was thinking that the scroll would bother me because it's almost like a second border, but it doesn't. Once you get into the card and you're looking at the artwork, it's almost like you're literally looking at it on your table at the scroll. That's just gorgeous. The Magician. And it's just stunning. Stunning. The High Priestess. I've got ants trying to crawl all over Empress. I don't know if my computer seems dark, but Emperor. This is gorgeous artwork. I don't know if you guys tell me if it looks faded. Hierophant. Lovers. The Chariot. Look at that. Strength. Hermit. It provokes thought, this deck. Wheel of Fortune. With stunning images. It's almost like I'm creating this story of what I'm seeing here, this little family. And my computer is not doing these justice. They are stunning, stunning cards. Justice. It's almost like it's blurring out. I don't get that. Shouldn't be. The Hanged Man. Interesting. The sun's going. It's still out, but it's like it got dark. Death. Beautiful card. Temperance. The Devil. Beautiful. The Tower. Star. The Moon. The Sun. Look how beautiful that is. It's probably one of my new favorite Sun cards. Gorgeous. You have the Judgment. And I saw the one walkthrough I saw, she pointed out by the time she got to this Judgment card that they're all looking away from you. So I found that interesting as well. It's stunning. And then we have the World, which I absolutely love. It's this little village, and it's every culture. I mean, it's obviously Japan, but it makes me think of like all over the world. There's areas like this, not just in Japan, but there's this cosmic, seemingly cosmic connection, because we have like Chinatowns in every major city. There's a Chinatown, and I know that's not the same as Japanese, but that was my example. Is there's so many cultures immersed in everywhere all over the world now that it's kind of cool that we that's the world card. It almost feels like there's these several cultures immersed in one area, and I love that. So here we have the Day Before Autumn, extra card. Day Before Spring, an extra card. Day Before Summer, extra card. And Day Before Winter, extra card. Stunning. Then we have the Ace of Autumn. Two of Autumn. Three of Autumn. Four of Autumn. Look at those butterflies. Gorgeous. I don't know why my computer seems very dark and cloudy. It's weird. Let's see if I can get you guys in closer. I don't know what's going on. My computer. And I just dropped some cards on the ground. Five of Autumn. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Six of Autumn. It's in a field of all these pink and reds. Seven, gorgeous. It's a very earthy deck to me. Eight of Autumn. And nine of Autumn. And the 10 of Autumn. And then we have the Knave of Autumn, Princess of Autumn, Knight of Autumn, Queen of Autumn, and the King of Autumn. Gorgeous. Next, Ace of Spring. Stunning. Two of Spring. Three of Spring. Love the Weeping Willow there. I love this one. Four of Spring. And Spring, if we recall, is the Cups, right? Let me look back here. When I saw her walk through, I'm like, why is it so sad and so lonely feeling? Hold on. Okay, so Spring is the Cup. So this is Four of Cups. And yeah, I guess you could say, but it just feels so isolated there. And so lonely. Five of Spring. Six of Spring. We're starting to slide. Seven of Spring. Gorgeous. There's ants everywhere. Eight of Spring. Nine of Spring. 10 of Spring. And wow, that's pretty. Knave of Spring. Princess of Spring. I like this. Knight of Spring. Queen, look at her, beautiful. And the King. We have the Ace of Summer, which is the Wands. Look at that sunset. Gorgeous. Two of Summer. Three of Summer. Four of Summer. Five of Summer. Six of Summer. These are just stunning. Seven of Summer. Eight of Summer. Nine. And then we have the 10. We have the Knave. Princess, and I found this interesting as well. That she's partially seeing herself in the mirror, but she's seeing him coming in there as well. So I found that interesting. And then I'm going to look at this because I'm pretty sure this Knight is the same as my first Knight in here. And I just switched all these cards around. I'm going to show you anyway in a minute, but where is it? The Autumn. King. I just mixed them up. Knight of Autumn. Oh no, it's different. They're just in the same kind of order. The Knight of Summer. This Queen is gorgeous. And then we have the King. Next, Ace of Winter. The winter suit is Swords. Two of Winter. And it's a toss-up between this one and Autumn, which is my favorite. Three of winter. Four of winter. The rusting. My computer is not doing these justice. They're stunning. 5 of winter. The 6 of winter. 7 of winter. 8 of winter. 8 of winter is 8 of swords, my favorite card in any deck normally. I love that there's no one in here because it almost feels like they've already passed or moved beyond their restraints and their bounds and their blindfolds, and they've moved on. They've left this scene behind. So I love that concept, if that's what they were going for here. That's beautiful. 9 of winter. 10 of winter, number 1. Gorgeous. It's actually the same tree that's on the back, but it's in red here, and it's in pink here. And then we have the 10 of winter 2. Knave of winter. Princess of winter. Knight of winter. Queen of winter. And the king. So that's all 87 cards. Wow. And let me tell you, like I said, my computer's not doing these justice. These are absolutely stunning cards. Worth the wait. So let's scoot you back up and see how well I can shuffle these. They are almost too thick to shuffle. They'll probably loosen up a little bit. I can riffle shuffle better. I can riffle shuffle, just not shuffle. Just not well yet. Overhanded, pretty good. Because there's so many, I can almost not get my hands around it. But let's pull a card and see what the book says. So excited to have this deck. So excited. It was going to be my last Kickstarter, and then 2 others that I already got a bunch of their stuff. Decided to put out 2nd or 3rd editions of stuff, and I'm like, I have 2 more now. Kickstarters. And that one just popped out. The Magician. See what the book says for this guy. Shouldn't have to go too far. Turned right to him. It says The Magician, and here is the haiku poem by Prince Oi, son of Prince Taneri, future Emperor Junin. 759 to 764 AD is when he did this haiku poem. After all, together with the sun and moon that constantly illuminate the heavens without knowing the end, you will rule the earth. What are you thinking about now? Keywords: skill, confidence, will, manifesting, and spiritual power. Wow, I love that. Spiritual power. So that is my latest deck. I've been waiting on this since it was, let me double check. I think it was October. May have been November. It ended October 20th, and I just got it today. But it's been through an adventure. This is my World Traveler deck. And it is, like I said, stunning, stunning, stunning. It's a stunning deck. I can't say enough. I love, like I said before, I like Japanese art. And this is stunning, on top of the fact that there's poetry involved. And haikus. I got into haikus for a while there when I was first starting to follow my dreams of being a writer. I actually got my son involved, and we did a couple haiku poems together. And I just love it. So yeah, I'm so excited that I got this today. Just made my day. I went and got it this morning at the post office, and then I sat and stared at it all day trying to do my job, looking at it. Like, it's gorgeous. But yes, that is the Tarot of Japanese Poetry deck and guidebook I got on Kickstarter. The publishing company is Deluxe Cards, it looks like, out of Cyprus. So that's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.